Hey everyone, Donna here, and I need to blow off a little steam today. So on this Ask an American, I'm going to be introducing you to some of my favorite English swear words. Now, I'm not really so much of a potty mouth, and a potty mouth, by the way, is a pretty innocent word for someone who swears a lot, but if I stub my toe or I'm just totally surprised by something, I will drop an F-bomb from time to time. And yeah, this video contains swear words. So if you think you're gonna be offended, then I would say just click away now. Here's a video of me taste testing different chocolate bars. So you can go watch that. No swear words in there, I think. Hopefully. A curse that I've been using a lot lately, which I don't think I've ever used this curse before, and I actually have no idea where I picked this one up, is holy fuck shit. And I use this if I'm just really shocked and surprised by something that happened. Like, for example, watching the TV show House of Cards. You know, you're sitting there watching it and it's building and building and something really crazy happens and then the show fades to black. That's it. The episode's over. And I'm just like, holy fuck shit. Holy fuck shit, did that really just happen? And I turned to Mr. German Man, holy fuck shit! And I would say that this really isn't that offensive of a swear word at all. I mean, if you've got like the most offensive swear word you can think about at 10, and then damn at 1, I would put holy fuck shit at like 6.5, because you're not calling anyone that. You're not saying it to anyone. You're just sort of announcing it to relieve tension or show astonishment. Variations of this include just holy fuck and holy shit. And I would put each of those at like 6. Last week, Mr. German Man and I went to a roller derby match here in Munich, and it was our first time ever going to that. I'd never seen roller derby before, and it was just so awesome, so exciting and spannend, and just every play, I sat there at the edge of my seat watching the women race around, and I was just so tensed up and excited. Almost every time at the end of each play, when things calmed down again, I sat back and said, fucking A. I really like fucking A. I think it's funny because, you know, the A is censored. You just have the A there, but you've got the fucking still out there right in the open. Fucking A. I really don't think this one, again, is that offensive because you're not calling anybody it. You're just saying it to relieve the tension. And so I would put this at like a 5.5 or a 6 on the scale. Another one that I use to show amazement or wow about something that is just a really, really inoffensive swear word is hot damn. And you can use that like if you walk outside and you're really surprised or astonished by how hot it is. You could say, hot damn, it is hot outside. Or if you bite into a piece of pizza and it's so good, you could say, hot damn, that is a good pizza. And like I said, I don't consider this offensive at all. I would put this at like a 1. A curse that I think must sound really strange and messed up to anyone hearing it for the first time is fuck a duck. I use this one if some little thing happens that is just, it goes wrong and it's just really annoying. Like for example, if I'm sitting at my desk and I go to reach for my water, but I somehow miscalculate and my hand ends up knocking the glass over. Please tell me I'm not the only one who does that. And the water spills all over my desk, then I might say like, fuck a duck. But if the water spills all over my phone and my phone breaks and my computer's all messed up, then I won't go for fuck a duck. I'll just go for like a solid, fuck. So I would put fuck a duck at like a 5 on my scale because even though actually if you really think about this curse, fucking a duck, that's really disturbing. But like most curses, the actual literal meaning has no longer anything to do with the curse itself. And so that's why I'd put this at a 5 because it's kind of a light curse. You know, you've got fuck in there, but then you've got duck. It's an animal and it rhymes, fuck and duck. And so it's kind of, in the end, sort of not playful, but it's just not so bad. But that solid, just fuck, that one I would actually put it a 7 because it's harsh and it gets right to the point. Another funny one is shit on a stick. And this one isn't so bad either. I'd put it at like a 3 or a 4, and I kind of use it to mean the same thing as aw, crap. Like if it's lunchtime and I'm really hungry, I can't wait to eat, and I get out my bread and I toast it, and then I put peanut butter on it, and I'm really hungry, I'm ready to go, so I get out the jelly, I open it up, I look inside, and it's empty. Then I might say, shit on a stick. And again, this one, if you think about it literally, it's really a weird one, shit on a stick. Like, who came up with that as a swear word? You've got a stick and it's got a piece of shit on it. Another curse that I actually really don't use that often, but I wanted to mention it anyway because it's another weird one, is shit a brick. I would put this at like a 6 on the scale. People use this to show unhappy surprise. So let's say you're telling your friend about how you came home yesterday to find that your cat had just destroyed your apartment. They tore it up completely. You could say, when I walked in that door and saw my apartment, I shit a brick. Or you might say, I shit a fucking brick, in which case, with that fucking in there, then I would put the curse at a 7. Another swear word that I just think sounds really funny is asshat. And again, I don't think this is that offensive. I'd put it at like a 2. It basically means, calling someone stupid or calling them a fool. So for example, my boss wrote on the whiteboard with a permanent marker. What an asshat. If I'm too lazy to do something, I might say, fuck that, or fuck that shit, and I would put fuck that at like a 5 and fuck that shit at a 6. I don't think these are that offensive just because they have fucking shit in them, because again, I'm not saying them to anyone. I'm not calling anyone anything. For example, if I did a Google search for some kind of chicken recipe and I clicked on the picture and I saw that the recipe required 20 different ingredients, 10 of which were spices that I'd never heard of before, and it required 24 hours of marinating time, yeah, there's a good chance that I would click away saying, fuck that, I don't have time or the patience to do that. I would say it's just kind of a funny, cursing way to say, no way. And if I'm talking about a lot of something, I might turn to either fuck ton or shitload. I went out for breakfast yesterday and ordered pancakes and they came with like a fuck ton of whipped cream on top. It was delicious. Or, so I know that you're not supposed to throw batteries away in the normal trash, so when I moved to Germany, I started collecting my batteries in a bag and I planned to bring them to the store and take them away, but then I never did. So now 6 years later, in my cabinet, I have a bag filled with a shitload of empty batteries. And I know it sounds really strange, but for this one, I would actually consider shitload more vulgar than fuck ton, which is interesting because I generally consider the word shit less vulgar than the word fuck. But for this, I would put shitload at like a 6.5 and fuck ton at a 6. So not that different, but just a little bit. I've noticed that so far I haven't really used any swear words that I consider that offensive. And I guess that's because I'm not really so into offending people. I don't really swear that much, but when I do, as you've seen, it's usually to add emphasis or let off steam or let off tension or show shock and amazement. But so I'll end this video with the swear that I think ranks the highest on my swear scale. I would put this one at like an 8, and I don't use it very often, but when I do, it makes me feel better. Let's say it's the middle of the night and you bang your knee really hard against the bed. Or I come home and I'm really, really hungry and I go to make a sandwich. I've got one piece of bread left. I toast it and I put peanut butter and honey on it. It's perfect, ready to go. I take a few steps and I trip and the thing flies through the air and lands face down halfway on my foot and on the floor. So now I've got sticky peanut butter and honey all over my foot and the floor and nothing to eat. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. And of course, no, this does nothing to help the situation. I still have sticky peanut butter and honey all over my foot and the floor and nothing to eat. But I will say it does make me feel better. Okay, so after watching this video, it might seem to you like I am actually a really big potty mouth, but I'm really not. I don't swear that much. When I do swear, these are my go-to swear words. But I would say most of the time, I go for a curse that's not really a curse. It's like a fake curse. So instead of saying, fucking A. A lot of the times I'll go for freaking A instead. And this is a topic that I'm going to make another video on. So my question for you is, what did you think of where I put these curses on my swear scale? Do you think I had it right, or do you think they were more or less offensive? And are you someone who gets offended if you hear someone cursing? Does it bother you, or you just don't give a flying fuck? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And also for more photos, behind the scenes stuff, other short video clips, you can check me out over here on my Twitter and my Facebook page. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. I don't know, I don't really swear all that much, but it still feels good when you just let them off like that. Fuck. What did you just say? As you've seen, and yeah, relieve tension or show your